So would you please put your hands together for the lovely Joanne Lamb?
Can't see it. Are we all excited for Christmas? Yes. I'm a little bit giddy about Christmas, it has to be said, so here we go. Shall we? Oh, there we are. Yes, right. We're over it. Can't see it. Right. I'm going to start with how my journey with VivaMK started with our predecessor, Deansy, like a lot of people in the room today will be. Now, we're going back to about 2009, 2010, when we had the recession. At that point, I was working for an engineering company. I worked full time, and I did overtime. Now, a lot of the products they made were involved in the building industry, and it nosed down at that point. So, a lot of redundancies were had, and all overtime was stopped. But because I'd worked in various departments in this company, I worked for them in the end by the time I finally went away for 15 years. So I ended up doing about 4 or 5 people's jobs because they had to get rid of people. And I still didn't have any overtime. My husband works in the building trade, so he's a joiner, so his work had dried up as well. So I lost about £50 a week was what I lost in overtime, and I had to find a way to replace that £50 a week. Now, I was a customer. I was obsessed with the clean, easy stainless steel wipes for my hob. I still am, very obsessed about the hob, that is. But I just use a different product these days because we don't have the wipes. But my cleans distributor disappeared off the face of the earth. So I went online to find the wipes, not realising at that point that we didn't sell online. And I ended up in Clean Easy's website, I had a contact call. The next thing you know, I got a phone call, and the rest is history. So we worked together, myself, Abby, and my husband. He still has a van, sliding door, and we literally packed. I bought 250 catalogues, and I put them out 125 at a time because that's what I could fit around the full-time job I did. So 2 drops a week went out, and that's how I worked it around my full-time work. And we literally didn't we traipsed the village and out with Stuart trundled along that convict, trundled along with the van, all the baskets inside of the van, door open, and we just went backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards to the van. And that is how we did it. Because I told them both straight, this is to benefit all of us, so you're going to get off your butts and you're going to help, basically. So if we worked together, there was some blackmail involved, Michael, as you were saying, don't get your staff in there, it's the same everywhere else. Anyway, but I was determined I was going to do it. And as I say, I set a target to sell about 250 quid worth of sales a week and brought me that £50 overtime that I had lost. I say, and I'm going to touch on this briefly, family business and house. Life change, that's how it began. That's how it is funny because I've come full circle. It was extra income that was how it started. But as it progressed, I realised that the job I really didn't like, the day job, unappreciative people, and we'll leave it at that, I could replace the day job if I worked hard enough. And the crux of that came with, long talk, my dad was an only child and he died whilst I was still a teenager from cancer. So when Nana, Naughty Nana, and we should have put a picture of Naughty Nana.
She's in mine, don't you worry.
Oh, there we go, you'll see Naughty Nana later. Naughty Nana, when she became infirm and dementia and what have you, it was down to myself and my sister to look after her. But myself and my sister still had young families, mortgages, etc. We weren't at that retirement point that we had the time to spend looking after elderly relatives and supporting them. So she fell for fun. She wandered the streets in the 90s. She's not called Naughty Nana, let's put it that way. So, and about this time as well, Abby was a teenager in secondary school, and she was bullied mercilessly, as I was at her age at school. Now, I told my parents And bless them, they were just out, that generation, suck it up, buttercup, and get on with it. You know, it was only when I got my hand broke in the 5th year, on the morning of the mock exam, so right-handed, broke the right hand, trying to stop somebody throttling it. So at that point, they finally penny dropped with them. There'd been issues that had been going on up through the day I walked through that school door. So when I started to be pushed around like that, I was proactive. I wasn't pain in the bum, but if I thought something was wrong, I'd find the evidence, and I'd go into school and present it, and it was dealt with. And I also started to bring her, as well as I'm going back to what I was saying earlier, I started to realise that it didn't just have to be part-time, because you all know with the person around the side, etc. You learn so much more, and I suddenly realised, what I started to realise as it went on, I could make much more of this. And I also realised if I brought her into it, regardless of how young she was at the time, it would give her the coping strategies she needed to get through every day in that school. And it's not a bad school, don't get me wrong. It's just that me and Abby seem to have that face where we go into school and start something. I just batter and back these days, but that, you know, we have exercise. So, but when she talks to you later about her journey through personal development, that's how it started, by getting her into a more positive adult education, because she's always had her own pedagogy, which is part of the issue with the bullying. So the day job dragged me in because I had to leave work to pick number one, four, things like that. We pay for car line, we press the buzzer, and they ring you up. You know how to press the buzzer? Oh, yeah. No, Sherlock, where should we go then? Oh, so, they were clever, they didn't put it in so many words, but it was basically the next time. It was basically, do I leave her on the phone, or do I keep the job? And that was, and I said, you know what? Those weeks' notice goodbye. I slammed the lecturer across the desk and I walked away. But I then had to make that part-time income full-time, sharpish. So I bought 800 books, and I hammered those books out, 200 in, 200 out, 200 in, 200 out, every damn day. I went gold, I doubled the customer base, highest personal retail was £4,900, that's me, just me, little old me. And I just missed qualifying for Abby's 18th birthday present was a retail kit. There you go, kid. And I also brought, I started to team build as well at that point. So, and yes, I did just about miss Miami, but I did not miss Vegas. Big McCain. No, you remember this?
Oh yes.
Oh yes. Sound buggy racing. That was an experience. The disclaimer they gave it. Oh God. No, instant death, not our fault, basically. Weren't it along those lines? It was almost forgiven and not quite. Yeah, well, yeah. So that was wonderful, absolutely fantastic holiday. But as we landed back in the country from that holiday, the worst happened and clean went. I think I picked up, I got home, picked a blanket, got holiday, I beg your pardon, up. I've got about 1,200 quid's worth of orders. Gone. Yeah. So, moving on with VivaMK. I then had to, I didn't want to go for another day job as such again. I quite like being self-employed. So I managed to find, I work with an agency, cleaning, basically. That's a day job of sorts. And then I do the cataloguing. But it's like I've come full circle. I'm back with the catalogue to being extra income again rather than full income. And this is the flexibility of the business. You can do as much as little as you like. You can do it online, you can do it offline, you can do a bit of both. So you just get to tailor it around your own lives. So I am a little bit obsessed. The 2 books a year that set me off One's the gardening book, there I am, at the back of our road. One of the many flashy, lighty things, kind of what looks like a illuminator is there, right? I tell you. Then we've got the cheese board. No, buying your own products, our own products. And this, it's all very late to focus on, it's too close up. And then there, Christmas fairs, we do a lot of Christmas fairs. Anybody we booked into? Shut up, Lloyd.
Three.
Abby says 3, no wrong. Right. Was that 3
Three
stalls?
Christmas fairs.
Oh, sugar. Sorry, wrong one. Right, yeah, so. Yeah, the Christmas fairs, but what about like consistency with the customers as well? We went on holiday for a week. I did 45 books out to a very small section of the customer base. Came home to 39 orders, £546. I could have left those books at home while I went on holiday. So, you know, if you book through your house, you're not selling anything. There we go. What I love about VivaMK, it offers me flexibility, like I was saying before. If I can do as much or as little as I want. I am dabbling in the online. I am slightly obsessed with dogs, as well as Christmas and numerous other things. I think last count on one day, I think we sold 22 sets that one day in one day. Because I'm a little bit obsessed and I was all over Facebook like a lunatic. Great. The social side, I can't say enough. On the cleaning side, I'm not supposed to be a carer, but that's how I end up. A lot of my clients are little old ladies. And I look at the catalogue side, tends to the older demographic as well. And you know, you're changing doorbells, the doorbell batteries, pulling the bin out, you know, things like that. And I just love the camaraderie with your team and with your customers. You need to take time to build the foundation. Your house will fall down if you don't get it right in the first place. So just put the effort in at the beginning and it will pay you dividends, like I said. 45 books, £546 for while I can go on holiday. Be consistent. Be consistent is the best thing to say. I think that's what that means. Yeah. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. Okay.